All right, you guys, we back with another Johnny Cash reaction, man. We're gonna do a boy named Sue today, the best of Johnny Cash TV show. Yeah. So the first Johnny Cash reaction we did, yeah, that put me in a mood. So, but y'all said, man, go down the rabbit hole. So we gonna do the rabbit hole. All right, let's get it.
Well, my daddy left home when I was 3, didn't leave very much to my ma and me, just his old guitar and an empty bottle of booze.
Okay.
Now, I don't blame him cause he run and hid, but the meanest thing that my daddy ever did was before he left, he went and named me Sue.
That's funny. He got some bars though.
When I was 3, didn't leave very much to my ma and me, just his old guitar and an empty bottle of booze. Now, I don't blame him cause he run and hid, but the meanest thing that my daddy ever did was before he left, he went and named me Sue. Well, he must have thought that it was quite a joke, and it got a lot of laughs from lots of folks. Seems I had to fight my whole life through. Some gal would giggle and I'd turn red, and some guy'd laugh and I'd bust his head. I tell you, life ain't easy for a boy named Sue.
Facts. Life ain't easy for a boy named Sue. I actually like his cadence though, because he went from sort of like a, I'm gonna say rap delivery because I can't describe it the way y'all want me to, but I'm gonna say he kind of went from like a little rap delivery, then he kind of started harmonizing as he got a little bit later into the thing. But I just like these like kind of clever lyrics, not nothing like high level, but just very clever in the way that is written, you know. Let's take that back. I actually like the first part.
It was before he left, he went and named me Sue. Well, he must have thought that it was quite a joke, and it got a lot of laughs from lots of folks. Seems I had to fight my whole life through. Some gal would giggle and I'd turn red, and some guy'd laugh and I'd bust his head. I tell you, life ain't easy for a boy named Sue.
No, it's not.
But I grew up quick and I grew up mean. My fist got hard, my wits got keen. Roamed from town to hide my shame. But I made me a vow to the moon and stars, I'd search the honky-tonks and bars and kill that man that give me that awful name.
I'm telling you.
Well, it was Gatlinburg in mid-July, and I just hit town and my throat was dry. Thought I'd stop and have myself a brew. Had an old saloon on a street of mud, and there at a table, dealing studs, sat the dirty mangy dog that named me Sue. Well,
wait a minute, let me take that back, because that was kind of fresh. Hold up.
Man, give me that awful name. Well, it was Gatlinburg in mid-July, and I just hit town and my throat was dry. Thought I'd stop and have myself a brew. Had an old saloon on a street of mud, and there at a table, dealing studs, sat the dirty mangy dog that named me Sue. Well, I knew that snake was my own sweet dad from a worn-out picture that my mother had. I knew that scar on his cheek and his evil eye. He was big and bent and gray and old, and I looked at him, blood ran cold. I said, my name is Sue. How do you do? Well, I hit him hard.
There's something to be said, even though the lyrics are very plain, but there's a bit of poetry to it, but they're playing it with a high speed tempo. So it's kind of like, it's something to be enjoyed. It's actually supposed to be quite funny. But gotta give him a shout out though, because his cadence is actually what makes this enjoyable. You know what I'm saying? Even just his performance on stage, you know, the way he's keying in his movements to the lyrics. Yeah. Well, what do you guys call this style? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna say rap because that's what's familiar to me. But I know y'all call it something else. So I want to be, you know, going forward, if I hear more music like this, I want to be respectful. You know what I'm saying? I want to call it what it is. If it ain't rap, it ain't rap. So what do you guys call this?
How do you do? Between the eyes, and he went down, but but to my surprise, up with a knife, cut off a piece of my ear. Pushed in a chair right across his teeth, and we crashed through the wall into the street, kicking and gouging in the mud and the blood and the beer. Well, I tell you, I fought tougher men, but I really can't remember when. Kicked like a mule and he bit like a crocodile. Well, I heard him laughing and I heard him cuss, and he reached for his gun, but I pulled mine first. Stood there looking at me and I saw him smile. He said, son, this world is rough, and if a man's gonna make it, he's gotta be tough. And I knew I wouldn't be there to help you along. So I give you that name and I said goodbye, and I knew you'd have to get tough or die. It's that name that'll help to make you strong. He said, now you just fought one hell of a fight, and I know you hate me. You got the right to kill me now, and I wouldn't blame you if you do.
That's bars.
But you ought to thank me before I die for the gravel in your gut and the spit in your eye. Cause I'm the son of a bitch that named you Sue.
I like the message.
Well, I got all choked up and I threw down my gun. I called him a paw and he called me a son. And I come away with a different part of you. And I think about it now and then, every time I try and every time I win. If I ever have a boy, I think I'm gonna name him John Carter. That'll be good.
I'm telling you. I actually like the message. It is quite funny because it's like his dad, as the story goes in the song, he was named Sue. He hated the name Sue. He wanted to kick his father's behind. So when he finally catches up with his father, him and his father fight, and he named him Sue and left the house to make him tough. So that's a very good underlying message, man. Not enough music about the fathers around here, man. Not enough music. There's a lot of hey mamas around here. Ain't enough music about the dad, man. So post your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think, man. Where were you when you first heard this song, man? For everybody that's in his generation, man. So I'll catch you guys later. Make sure you hit the comment section below. There's Amazon link in the description, man. So, and don't forget, go check out my first Johnny Cash reaction, man. Peace.